Hi, you guys. So, as you guys requested, I am doing my first story time. So, this story time is, let me try to move this camera a little bit. Okay, let me move it down and then like that. Great. Sorry, I had to adjust. Okay, so this story time, I think I wanted to tell it because it's about the time I actually was going through the phase where I was going out a lot. I was going clubbing, and this particular night, the person who I was riding with, their car got broken into. Now, let me just start from the beginning. So, we were going to the club downtown Oakland. At the time, Bench and Bar was by the Marriott downtown. So they moved recently. I don't know where they moved to. But at this particular time, we went down to it because it was down there. So we were down there, and we would pregame. As in, if you don't know what pregaming is, basically like you pre-drink before you get to the club. One, because the club has expensive ass drinks, and two, we didn't want to go in there fucked up, but we wanted to be lit enough to where we could have a good time, and we just wanted to enjoy the night and the music and stuff like that. So, I remind you, at this time in my life, I had just gotten a new purse from Dee Dee's. Now, it wasn't a Bessie Johnson or anything. It was just a new Dee Dee's purse. So, I really love this purse. It had like little fur on it. It was so cute. It was fake fur, of course. But it was so cute. It was like, I think $14, $15. Nothing too serious, okay? Now, for me, I love all my purses, okay? So, this particular night, we're kind of all just like, we're gonna ride in. At the time, Jasmine was driving. We're gonna ride in Jasmine's car. So I was like, okay, great, whatever. And at the time, stuff was kind of happening to her car where somebody had busted her tires, something like that. And I'm like, are you sure that this ain't no girl who don't like you or something of this sort? And she's like, no, not that I know of. So we digress, right? So we park in this parking lot where a bunch of people had parked, okay? And I left my purse in there. She left her purse in there. She took her keys, of course. Sorry, something is on my eyelid and I can't stand it. She took her keys. I took my phone and my ID. Everything else I left in the car, okay? I can't remember if Sherelle left stuff in there or not. So it was me, Sherelle, Jasmine, and I think we met Antoine at the club, I want to say. So we're in the club, we're having a good time, we're drinking, blah blah, having a great time dancing, enjoying the night. So we come out, and I remind you, I'm really drunk at this point. We come out and we realize, hey, the car looks a little different. Like, it looks like the trunk has been opened, and we left the trunk closed, clearly. So we go over to the car. We realize her car has been broken into. Her stereo system has been stolen. Our purses have been stolen. Everything. So immediately, I just bend over and start crying. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, my stuff got stolen. And I remind you, Jasmine has not dropped a tear. She wasn't even upset. Like, she was annoyed that it happened, but she was like, well, at least we wasn't in the car. So at the time, I was being really, really, really extra, and I was just drunk, and all those things combined together. So I'm like, oh my God, my stuff is getting stolen. So at the time, I called my friend, and I'm on the phone with her, and I remember bending over, putting my hands between my knees and going, I am nothing. I am nothing. Like, extra dramatic and loud as fuck. And at the time, of course, I didn't think I was being dramatic. I thought I was like, I have remorse for my things, right? So I remember Jasmine saying, I
like how she over here crying and it's not even her fucking car.
Now at the time, I was like not even fazed by that comment, but now I think it's funny as hell. But every time, okay, so anyway, in the moment, so of course I had to call my mom, who had an extra car key for me, because they stole my car keys, they stole my whole purse with everything in it. So Jasmine was annoyed, but she wasn't like super duper duper like mad. She wasn't even crying, I remind you guys. So finally, I called my mom, and she told my dad to bring me an extra car key. So we were on our way back to Sherelle's house, because I left my car at Sherelle's house. And the whole time, she's just like, wow, that's really fucked up, blah, blah, blah. So wait, before we leave the parking lot, though, so these girls come back to their car, and they're like,
damn, they broke in our car, and all they stole was weed. So I'm like, okay. And they're like, well, we had Marc Jacob bags in the back. We had like $400 in cash.
Just kind of bragging because they didn't get hit like we got hit. And I got so annoyed at that moment. I was like,
so you mean to tell me You had Marc Jacob purses and money in your car, and they took my little funky ass $12 DD's purse.
I mean, Sherelle couldn't do nothing but laugh at me. Like, she was in the car laughing because I was really pissed. And at the time, it made sense to me to be mad. But it made no sense now that I'm like, girl, girl. So it was just crazy how that night went, right? So finally, we get back to Sherelle's house. My dad brings me my car key, and then I had my social security card in my purse at the time because I went to like a job interview and they needed the social security card, and I didn't get to take it out. So I was a little worried about that. So I was like, I had already had my identity stolen. So I didn't want nothing bad to happen again. So I reminded you, I called Jasmine the next day to see how things were going, and she just had to go get her car fixed. And it was really a lot that night. Like it didn't make sense as to why I went so extra. Like when I tell you guys, after that, Sherelle started sending me like the Whitney Houston song, I have nothing, and she was like, it makes me think of you. Just all the little jokes, all the little funnies. Now it's hilarious to me because I'm like, I didn't have to do all of that, you know what I'm saying? But back then I chose to be extra as fuck, so I chose this life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't choose the extra chose me kind of thing. But yeah, that was the time that a homie's car got broken into when we were at the club, and I just did the most. Like, I did the absolute most. Like, I'm so sorry, Jasmine. I didn't have to do too much, but it was a choice in my life at that time. But yeah, so that's what happened. It was crazy. Thinking back, like, I could have just been like, thank God we wasn't in the car. Thank God, they didn't wait till we came back or something. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty much a random, like, mass robbery. So they kind of hit everybody's car in the parking lot. It wasn't just us or whatever. So, but yeah, that's my story time. I guess it wasn't that long. It was kind of just straight to the point, kind of. But that's pretty much what happened, you guys. So, all right, let me know what you guys think. Have you guys done anything like that, like where you just know you was being extra, and you're like, you're looking back on it, you're like, maybe I could have pulled back a little bit? But yeah, that's pretty much my story. I have a couple more stories that I want to tell. But yeah, so all right, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.